Welcome back to Forwards. We're going to do a quick video tour today of build number 40, Forwards GR20 gravel bike. We'll do the format as normal, just walk around the bike and then I'll tell you all the highlights of the build. It's a 61 centimetre first of all. The rider's very tall. So it's a 61 centimetre. Paint finish on this one is a McLaren XP green. It's a very rare McLaren colour, but it's actually a custom colour that you could have them done. So when the customer was choosing the colour, he found this one, and by all accounts there's not many McLarens at all with that colour. The graphic is the iridescent spectra flare, so you can see there, obviously stenciled in as always. Paintwork on this is done by UI Customs. I'll just try and show you the different sort of shades of the paint. It's absolutely stunning. We got our Union Jack on the back of the seat stay, GR20 on the top tube just at the back there, number 40 on the inside of the chainstay, and then the Forwards logo 30mm high on the down tube. And then this is also got the newly introduced head tube graphic, the Forwards on the head tube there as well. All stenciled in, as I've said. I'll just try and show you how the colour shifts. So it almost looks black, as you can see. And as we change, we've got our LED lighting on in the showroom today. As you shift around it, you've got black on the underside there. And then when we come onto the top, you'll see it shift into green. Really dark metallic green. And we've paired this with oil slick components, which we'll come back to in a second. So let's start from the handlebars like we normally do and work down. So Pro Discover finishing kit. We got a Pro Discover stem on there, 100mm for James. Our normal chimney on the steerer there. It's a 10mm chimney. And then because of his height, we have got 30mm of spaces underneath there as well. So that's two 15mm carbon spaces. And then we've got the additional 5mm with the Di2 mount. So this has got Di2 group set, which we'll get to in a second. Handlebar, standard specification, Pro Discover handlebar. And we've gone with the 12-degree flare on James's bike. And we've also got our normal bar tape. So this is the BHT 16 bar tape. Figure of 8 around the hood as always. Finished with the standard end tape that we do there, which comes with the tape. Di2 shifters we'll come back to in a second. And we've gone with the JRC integrated computer mount that's set up for Garmin. And this is the stealth version of the bracket, so the writing is blacked out, which is really nice. Titanium bolts, particularly happy about those, as we've said before, because they match the bolts of the Pro stem, which is why we like those. JRC are doing some nice stuff. And while we're talking about JRC, that's the head cap there as well. This is the standard one we fit to our bikes now, with the little trees on there as well. Shift wise for this is obviously Di2. So first of all, let's just cover the group set. So GRX Di2 group set, and we've set this up our normal way on the front, same as I set mine up. We'll talk to the customer when he collects it soon if he's happy with how we do it on mine. So we've got the up and down shift on the right hand side, duplicated onto the left hand side, so when he's riding and he's eating or anything like that, he can change gears. Also, as Jenny said, he will also be able to do his very important Instagram photos and still be able to change gear. So that's the front end. So carrying on with the GRX group set, down onto the chain set, we've got a 172.5 crank arm, and then we've gone with the 42 front chain ring, XT pedals, 701 Ultegra chain, and then we've got the 1142 rear cassette with the GRX Di2 mech obviously, That's the wide ratio mech, and then we've got our O-ring, standard O-ring on the mechanism there to hold the cable out of the way, preventing it to going into the cassette or catching the chain or anything like that. So that's group set. I'll cover brakes quickly. So brake wise, 160 rotors front and rear XTR, GRX 800 calipers, and we've got the proper Shimano spacer in there to change it from 140 to 160. Same on the front, so we've got the 810 GRX caliper, should have said that for the rear one, 810. 160 XTR rotor on the front there as well. Praxis bottom bracket, so standard Praxis bottom bracket, and that's got the ABEC free bearings in, which we can upgrade later on when they've worn out, and of course we can just change the bearings as well. We've got custom race cages in Stealth. This is our preferred choice, so a pair of those on there. No cage underneath. Has got shield, of course, underneath the tube, so protective shield, and then that's in the normal locations, which I'll point out in a second. Normal hardware for our bikes are stainless steel Allen key bolts, locking washers and pressure washers for the bottle cages, and for underneath here if he's going to locate anything there later on. And then all of the other bolts here is stainless steel. We fill all of the holes with a bolt so that it doesn't get contaminated when you're riding in mud or dirt or anything like that. Front, the seat tube clamp, seat post clamp, should I say, stainless steel bolt swapped out there, and then we have that inverted, so it's this way round purposely, so that you don't scuff through your bag if you're carrying a bag on the back of the saddle, so it doesn't damage that. We've got the Ergon SM Enduro Comp saddle in a small medium, and then this has got the oil slick rails on it, and then we've also got the Hunt carbon 35 wheels with the Hutchinson Touareg tyres, and that's a 700 by 40 tyre. I'm sort of trying to rush through this because I can hear doors closing out the front, which could be the customer turning up early. Hopefully they don't turn up as I'm doing the video. It's a second take. Lee turned up just now while I was doing it. Anyway, I think that's covered everything anyway, so I can pretty much finish the video there. So that is build number 40, and that looks like the customer's arrived. So say hi. I better close the video off now. All right, catch you in the next one. Forgot to mention that the new introduction, which we've seen on Jenny's for the first time, that video should be out by the time you get to see this. And then that's the new Forwards logo around the front of the head tube, just at the bottom. Really happy with that. That covers the paint work off. So we'll start at the top and then work down. And Lee Shirley's arrived, which is going to ruin the video. So we'll get back into the video in a minute.